It's 2 a.m. The world is quiet. Nothing is on fire. Yet inside your head, a full audit is running. You're playing out every possible scenario, rehearsing conversations that may never happen, solving problems that don't exist yet. And the harder you try to shut it down, the louder it gets. You've probably been told you think too much, but what if that's not the problem? What if your brain isn't malfunctioning? What if it's doing exactly what it was designed to do? Because the truth is, your brain is producing answers for questions reality hasn't asked yet. And to break the loop, we have to stop treating overthinking like a personality trait and start looking at the architecture underneath it. First, let's clear something up. Overthinking is not a defect. It isn't a lack of discipline, and it isn't proof that something is wrong with you. The problem isn't that your mind is too active. It's that two systems inside your brain are trying to run at the same time. One is designed to imagine possibilities. The other is designed to decide when enough thinking is enough. And when those systems fall out of sync, the loop begins. To break it, we have to look past standard advice and see exactly what happens inside the machine when it's forced to run at full volume. Your brain runs on two primary systems. The first is your Central Executive Network, or CEN. This is your focus engine. When you're working, solving a problem, or making a decision, this system is in control. The second is your Default Mode Network, or DMN. This is your background engine. It wanders, reflects, replays, imagines. It's the voice in the shower. Normally, these systems take turns. When the executive network turns on, the default network goes quiet. When the default network turns on, the executive network steps back, like a seesaw. But in a brain conditioned by constant stimulation, that handoff begins to break down. Both systems start running at the same time. One is trying to reach a decision. The other is imagining what else might happen. Researchers call this hypercoupling. The experience is exactly what it sounds like. Two radio stations broadcasting on the same frequency at full volume. You can't clearly hear either signal, but the noise never stops. And leaving those two systems locked in parallel creates a hidden physical cost. When you hold unresolved thoughts in active rotation, you generate cognitive residue, the neurological weight of open loops your brain refuses to file away. That residue is a physical burden. In 2013, neuroscientists identified the glymphatic system, your brain's built-in maintenance mechanism. When your brain processes thought, it produces metabolic waste. The glymphatic system flushes that buildup, clearing the backlog and restoring clarity. But here is the detail that changes everything. Your maintenance system is almost completely suppressed under high cognitive load. It requires the thinking brain to go quiet before it can activate. A brain locked in hypercoupling, generating residue, never fully disengaging, is a brain whose cleaning crew never clocks in. The mental fog that doesn't lift. The fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. That's not a character trait. That's a backlog. This wasn't just discovered in a modern lab. A century before brain scans even existed, William James, the father of modern psychology, wrote that our greatest mental asset is the ability to voluntarily bring back a wandering attention over and over again. He wasn't talking about raw willpower. He was describing the exact skill it takes to manually uncouple those two overlapping networks inside your head. The brilliant author Virginia Woolf saw the exact same architectural requirement. She famously argued that a deep mind cannot find true clarity or synthesize complex thoughts without a room of one's own. a literal and mental space completely isolated from the demands of the world. She didn't realize it at the time, but she was describing the precise physical environment the glymphatic system needs to turn on. The science didn't change. It just took 3 centuries for us to build the cameras to see it. If you've made it this far into the video, it means you aren't looking for a superficial quick fix. Now that you see the hidden structural trap, let's look at the exact technical overrides to shut it down. The exit isn't more willpower. It's targeting the architecture. Exit 1. Intellectual outsourcing. When an intrusive thought arrives, contain it. Designate a 20-minute window later in the day for deliberate engagement with your concerns. Outside that window, when a worry surfaces, write it down and defer it. What drives the loop is often the fear of losing the thought. Writing it down closes that circuit. The brain releases its grip because it knows the information is stored securely. Exit 2. The completion signal. Your brain holds unfinished tasks in active working memory at a massive cost, a loop known as the Zeigarnik effect. The override here isn't finishing the project, it's writing down the single next action step. Your mind doesn't need the entire mountain climbed tonight, it just needs confirmation that a path to resolution exists. That tiny signal is enough to close the loop. Exit 3. Sensory override. This is your glymphatic window. No goal, no screen. Walk without headphones. Sit without a device. 10 minutes in this state forces your focus engine to track real-time physical inputs, leaving 0 residual bandwidth for your background engine to generate loops. This isn't a wellness habit, it's scheduled maintenance for a precision instrument. Your brain was designed to think. It was also designed to stop. That second part isn't weakness. It is the maintenance cycle of the most sophisticated information processing system ever documented. You are not broken. You are running a precision instrument in a world that never stops generating input, without giving it the recovery it was built to require. You don't fix precision instruments with force. You give them what they were designed to need. Rest isn't the absence of work. For your brain, rest is the work. Save this for the next time the Midnight Audit begins, and drop a comment below. Which of the 3 exits are you starting tonight?